The world of rock music has lost one of its most iconic voices. Ozzy Osbourne, the legendary frontman of Black Sabbath and a pioneering solo artist, passed away at the age of 76, surrounded by his family. Dubbed the Prince of Darkness, Osbourne's death marks the end of an era in rock and heavy metal history. For over 5 decades, his unmistakable voice, dark charisma, and rebellious spirit helped shape a genre and defied the odds with a career that survived scandal, addiction, and illness. A titan of heavy metal born John Michael Osbourne on December 3, 1948, in Birmingham, England, Ozzy rose from working-class roots to global super. His breakthrough came in 1969 when he joined forces with guitarist Tony Iommi, bassist Geezer Butler, and drummer Bill Ward to form Black Sabbath. Their self-titled debut album, released in 1970, is widely credited as the birth of heavy metal. Dark, distorted riffs paired with Ozzy's haunting vocals created a sound never heard before. Tracks like Paranoid, War Pigs, and Iron Man became instant classics, earning the band a fierce cult following and critical acclaim. With Sabbath, Osbourne helped pioneer a musical movement that would inspire generations from Metallica to Slipknot, Nirvana to Ghost. He became a symbol of rebellion, counterculture, and theatrical performance, all rolled into one. A wild solo journey after being fired from Black Sabbath in 1979 due to his escalating drug use. Many believed Ozzy's career was over. Instead, he shocked the world with a solo debut that would rival the success of his former band. Blizzard of Oz, released in 1980, featured enduring anthems like Crazy Train and Mr. Crowley. The album introduced a new guitar legend to the world, Randy Rhoads. Ozzy's solo success continued for decades. Despite numerous lineup changes and personal tragedies, he released more than a dozen albums, sold over 100 million records, and toured globally, earning a reputation for high-energy, unpredictable performances. Famously, in 1982, he bit the head off a bat, onstage, an act that became both infamous and legendary. Reality TV icon and cultural force in the early 2000s, Ozzy reinvented himself for a new generation with the Osbournes, MTV's hit reality series. Alongside wife Sharon and children Jack and Kelly, the show offered a chaotic and hilarious glimpse into their daily lives, turning Ozzy into a pop culture icon far beyond the metal world. Despite his slurred speech and mumbling mannerisms, which became comedic trademarks, he won hearts as a surprisingly loving father and husband. The show's success opened doors for future reality TV families and helped Sharon become a household name in her own right. Health battles and final farewell. In his later years, Ozzy's health began to deteriorate. He publicly announced a Parkinson's disease diagnosis in 2020 and underwent numerous surgeries after spinal injuries and accidents. Touring became increasingly difficult. Still, he remained musically active, releasing new albums and collaborating with artists like Post Malone, Elton John, and Eric Clapton. His final public performance's surprise reunion with Black Sabbath in Birmingham just weeks before his death served as a powerful farewell. It was a moment of full-circle closure, the band that started it all, performing one last time in their hometown, cheered by a multi-generational crowd of fans. A life larger than music. Ozzy Osbourne was more than a rock star. He was a survivor, a husband of over 40 years to Sharon, a father of 6, and a man whose battle with addiction and illness was as well documented as his musical achievements. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Black Sabbath in 2006, honored with the Global Icon Award at the MTV Europe Music Awards, and celebrated at nearly every major music festival on Earth. Yet despite the fame, Ozzy never took himself too seriously. He often joked about his past misdeeds, poked fun at his persona, and credited his wife Sharon with saving his life more than once. The legacy lives on with his passing. The world has lost a singular voice and spirit, but Ozzy's legacy is eternal. From every guttural scream to every defiant growl, he redefined what it meant to be a frontman. He turned darkness into art, chaos into performance, and personal pain into global resonance. Musicians, celebrities, and fans across the world are mourning his loss, but also celebrating the impact of a man who refused to follow the rules and dared to live on his own terms. As the tributes pour in, and his music continues to echo in stadiums, earbuds, and mosh pits everywhere, one thing is certain: